Hello, everyone. Hello. So, today we got like, kind of like a mukbang. Let me get things. And I am going to discuss the mixed reviews I received on the video that I did yesterday, the interview. And I say this. Got Texas Pete on that. First I want to say there were no ill intentions. If you watch the video, I made the statement that I was in limbo on whether or not I wanted to do it. When I was reassured that it's not to bash or tear anybody down, I'm like, okay, I can do this. But before we get into that, let's get into what we have on the plate. So I know you're like, what in the world? So I got a little bit of oxtail. Okay, so yesterday, before I did my video, I was supposed to be actually doing a mukbang. So I got all this food. So it was this Jamaican restaurant. So I got peas and rice, some spicy beef patties. Then I had some leftover Chinese food as well. But here's some plantains and egg roll. And if I rate this food, what's my hands on. So we're gonna eat a little bit. Gotta put the hot sauce. I wish I had some pepper sauce. Y'all like my weed? I know y'all like, dang, yesterday you had your face beat to the gods. Ooh. I just went through all that. I wish I had some pepper sauce. I don't know if I said that. I just went through all of that and dressed up the oxtails when really what I want on this plate is the egg roll and the beef patty. And of course, since it's leftovers, I refurbished this in the air fryer. The beef patties too and the plantains. I might not even eat the plantains because those are sweet ones. I don't like those kind of. But I should have, when I put in my order, I should have said that. I love egg rolls. At least that duck sauce. I told y'all, when something good, I be wanting to dance. I'm so thirsty. I want some soda so bad. I'm kind of glad it wasn't any in there. Not that type of party, y'all. But anyway, I wish I would have done my makeup. I put a little eye makeup on. I just look so pale today. And I think it's the hair color too. But anywho, let's take a few more bites. What are y'all eating today? Okay. Let me say this. Nicole reached out to me. I didn't contact her. There were a few people asking that question. How did this come about? And I ain't gonna lie, I was skeptical. Cause this YouTube, and I don't think I'm like the most liked person on YouTube, and that's okay. So I thought it was like a prank, for real. I did. I was like, serious. Because I got an email. That's how I got. I was like, I need you to send me this. Send me this. Let me know this. And all that. I got to see who you is, boo. Before we even communicate. I'm gonna say this. I should have asked her. But she said that interview was a one and done. I don't know. Maybe I can get on here for me to ask some questions now. But what I want to know is why me? What made her come to me? But as I've always said, y'all, that's like flaky crust. Oh, okay. I was gonna say this is supposed to be spicy beef, but it is spicy. And I didn't warm it up long enough. So y'all ain't got to worry about seeing me eat both of these. Yes, y'all, I eat rice with a spoon. I've never understood the concept of eating rice with a fork. I don't get that. I think something adjusted in the camera, but anyway, y'all. All right, so I'm gonna say this. I wondered why. What made her reach out to me? Then I thought about it. I was like, maybe, since I don't know the real answer, these are my assumptions. Maybe she just saw the good in me. But, two, the very first day, first time that Adrienne introduced us to Nicole, it was on Patreon. And that was the day that Adrienne was making a video talking to me, going off. But it wasn't like a bad video. It was just, Adrienne's response to me, because I had made the video about, I mentioned the tatas, So anyway, so it was like, maybe that's how Nicole even really knows my name. But then there was another video, if y'all go check that out. That's one of them oxtails. I didn't even share. Oh, hold on, y'all. I'm about to drop it. Oh, I ain't want to share the one I just bit off of. Y'all better be down on this camera, because I begin with it. So anyway, whew, that's hot. So anyway, I made a video. The next time I saw another video of Adrienne on Patreon, another video Adrienne had made talking about her friend Nicole. I made a video. So this was the second time that I had seen a video about Nicole. And that is when I ever made a video about Nicole. Well, discussing Nicole, not about Nicole. Y'all gotta go check that one out. I saw it so fitting to do it. Also because it was Pride Month. So, yeah, y'all just check that video out. It was Welcome Nicole. And because when she first introduced us and it was just a quick little snippet, I'm like, I don't even want to talk about this. I don't want to make anyone uncomfortable, and I didn't want to come off the wrong way to highlight the fact that Adrienne had a trans friend. Because it was only a brief cameo, right? So, anywho, let's get back to the mixed reviews, right? Hold on, let's take a bite. These are these peas and rice, and there's some of this oxtail gravy on there. Y'all see that? So, I didn't want to do the video. I said that. Not I'm gonna say I didn't want to. I just had mixed feelings. Wasn't certain if I wanted to do the video. But like I say, I was just like, why me? But I've also said a few times when people question things that I do, and I have realized, possibly the error my way on certain content. And I'm like, what's for me would be for me. And so I was like, why not go ahead and let her speak? Nicole, that is. And the thing about it is, what I want everyone to understand is that, y'all got some of my teeth. It's about to drive me crazy, but I'm not going to dig it out in camera. But what I want y'all to understand is that this was a raw interview. We did not discuss any topics. I questioned myself on whether or not I wanted to do that. There was no prep. And when I tell you honestly, I wondered, I was like, okay, so do we talk about this? Do we talk about that? What do I do? Let me get my questions prepared. I want to ask this. I want to ask that. And what happened was, I decided last minute. Ooh, that hot sauce. Ooh, Texas Pete. Sorry. I had decided last minute that I'm just going to let this go. Because what happened was, she wanted to do a test. And I'm fairly new to the whole thing, right, with StreamYard. So she was asking me questions like, well, do I use this or do I use that? That was the bulk of discussion when we had discussions, or whatever, when we did have a discussion before the video. So she was like, oh, wait a minute. Let's go back a little bit. She reached out to me, you guys, long before Adrienne released the video, the Mr. Nicole video on Patreon. I want to say it was when I got back on a Monday. It was a Tuesday. So this is why it was all kind of making sense to me. Because when Adrienne made her video, she was basically saying that everything, it was the 4th of July, that was the done deal for her and Nicole. And that's when Nicole reached out to me the day after the 4th. If it wasn't that night, I might put that in here, but I want to make sure I keep her information personal, but maybe I can black that out and so y'all can see the date that I'm not lying, right? So anyway, we were going to do it that Thursday. When she said maybe Thursday, I was like, okay, just keep me posted. She was like, but I know Saturday for sure. Right? So I was like, interview probably won't happen, you know, because she might change her mind. Whatever happened. Because that Thursday, she was like, no. So I was like, and then I wasn't feeling it that Thursday either. I had a rough day at work. And decided, let me just reach out and see. And she was like, sorry, can't do it today. And I was like, that's fine, that's dandy. But I also knew I stood a chance at possibly not even being able to do the interview anyway, because putting her off like I did. Or like we did, you know, putting it off. Because then I even questioned myself, was like, why didn't I just do a video when she hit me up? But to answer that, I think really I just wanted to give myself some time to think about it, you know? So let me start lying. It was a Monday. It was, yeah. No. Okay, we're going to get off of that. Yeah. It was a Tuesday. Okay, my bad. So, I know y'all like, girl, if you don't finish telling this story. Hold on. All right, I gotta do it. So anyway, y'all, I stood a chance of losing them. And I was like, well, hey, whatever. Then lo and behold, Adrienne drops the video on Patreon on that Friday. And I'm like, oh my goodness. I think I'm supposed to do this video now because Adrienne dropped this video. And let me see where it goes. And also I want to let y'all know to go over there to Patreon. And it's AdrienneSlays 50, right? Go to Patreon, check her out. So anyway, when she dropped the video calling her Mr. Nicole, that's when I was like, okay, this is interesting. I'm kind of side-eyeing because I don't know really who and how to trust in so many ways, you know, in this YouTube thing. And so that made me once again get a little bit skeptical also, but then felt a little moved to go ahead. This is the time to do it. So, that Friday night, she reached out to me. And I thought it was so odd. This is why I'm feeling skeptical, because I was like, Adrienne, we ain't heard from Adrienne in a minute. And the day before I'm getting ready to make, to do this interview with Nicole, Adrienne drops a video on Patreon. So I'm like, are they in cahoots? And what would be the reason though? Because I'm like, that don't seem like Adrienne character anyway. So that's why I say it was the messages that night that when I asked her, I said, okay, so did you see her video on Patreon that she made? You know, she discussed the friendship. I didn't know all of that was going on when you reached out to me. And so later on, she messaged me and she's like, oh, wow, like my feelings are kind of hurt. But I want you to understand that pretty much she was like, it's paraphrasing, but I want you to understand that I'm not coming on to bash her. I just really want to tell my side of the story. And I was like, okay. So now let's fast. Now we're at the day that it's time to do the video. So that was late Friday night. So then Saturday, that's when we having a discussion. The only time we discussed about the video. And the only thing at that point was how it's going to work And we decided to do a test to make sure I knew what I was doing, because she was asking me questions about different software stuff. And I'm like, I don't know how that works. So I was like, let's see. Like, I got on StreamYard, and then I sent her the link. And, because she wanted to just make sure that, everything was going to be working on her end. And then I was like, well, hey, it makes sense. I'm going to make sure all my stuff working too. And we're talking, and my plan was actually to have like all my questions, but not ask her the questions beforehand, because I still wanted it to come off authentic, but also wanted to get her advice on, I wanted to get her permissions and understand, hey, I wanted to know what's off limits. If somebody was doing an interview on me, I would be like, this is off limits. Or I'm an open book, go ahead, So I didn't even go that route either. And what happened was, it was only one time, I think, in the video I did, and she made the reference too, though, about make sure, we don't want any locations, anything disclosed, nothing personal, stuff like that. No, but what they call doxing. We don't want anything to come out in reference to that. All right. So that was only discussed during the video. But anyway, so during the interview. So anyway, let's get back to before. So we're doing the test, and she proceeds, when we're doing the test and we see that the cameras are working and all this stuff, she was like, and I told her, I said I was skeptical, but I'm just she said, I'm just, I don't want you to think I'm, being a bad person. My feelings were hurt. At this point, my feelings are a little bit hurt. And I was like, I understand. So she proceeded to discuss things, and she started talking, but not a deep discussion. So I was like, well, I'll go ahead and, oh wait, I said, how did it go? Wait. I said, well, I'm gonna let you have the floor. You can just do it this way, like how you get ready to tell me now. We'll wait until we do the interview. I'm just gonna let you get it off your chest, and I just want you to understand that there will be questions. People will be in the chat asking questions. You'll be able to see the stuff that they're asking, and we can always get to it later. Just if you feel the need that you need to just get it off your chest. And she was like, okay, well, look, can we just do this now? And I'm like, oh my God, I ain't ready. And I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm not ready, but give me about 20 minutes, because I'm like, I know I got to go and I got to set it up, and I think maybe I do it like a hard way. I don't know. But anyway, lo and behold, that's how it turned into, me being shocked with some of the things that were being said. I'm not getting ready to delve into what was said, because we had a video on it already, right? We got a live. But I want you guys to understand that some of the things that were funny, it was the way Nicole delivered it. And y'all know I'm a big goofball. So it was the way she was delivering it, and it was like the way that she would mimic certain things that we've seen Adrienne do, to where it also was making me feel like, okay, she ain't lying. But there did come a time when I truly, deep down, was like, oh my God, maybe we shouldn't be talking about this. Maybe we shouldn't be, maybe that shouldn't be said, but it's said now. It's not like I can edit it out. And then the thing too, I feel like if it was something we would have rehearsed, it would have came off unnatural, y'all. And you would have told me up for that too. You feel me? So the thing about it is this, and this is what I want to say. I am a big A fan. I consider myself a cut up, regardless of what people say. Yes, I've done commentary on her, and and I've always said it's basically just to make light, and like the lighter side and the funny side, and it's like it's just commentary, and it's never been anything to tear her down, as is this live. I feel it was only right that if somebody reached out and was like, I want to tell my story. So you guys mean to tell me that if you content creators, if she would have reached out to you, would you had not allowed her to come on your platform? But also, I want to say this as well, that the picture that was painted and the information that was given to us, Adrienne, for me, I'm hoping that she does so much better. I'm looking forward to her. How do I put it? I was shocked. Hold on. I was shocked. I was taken aback. And it was just that I was kind of getting like a visual of certain things. And I'm like, oh my God, like really? And it does kind of have me like, oh man, like, you know, we done joked about this stuff. And it's like, that's because we assuming this stuff. And I'm like, no, this is for real, you know? And then I go and I'm thinking and I'm like, how do we help her? I said it, how do we help her? And that's why I asked more than once about why won't she just go back home? She can always come back to Florida, you know, and go back to Milwaukee and regroup, and because I wish the best for her. And I think that some of the stuff, you know, it's just like not safe. And I know Adrienne talks about being strong and being a survivor, and it's like, but it's the safety. But I don't want to delve too much into it, but I want you guys to understand that you know, it's like, you know, just thinking about the situation, right? And yeah, her Cash App information is in the description box. And also go subscribe to her Patreon account. Like, hopefully she'll start doing more. Like I stayed, you know, and we don't get that much content. And I know y'all gonna like tear me up, but because I kind of got a little emotional, but it just kind of get me to thinking about certain things I've been through in life, and certain things that a very close loved one of mine is going through. And it's like, you want to help people. And, you know, it just is what it is, you know. But that's the thing, you know, yeah, we laugh and we kiki, and that's what I try to do over here. And I always say it's fun over here. But everything isn't a laughing matter. So, you know, like, if anything, like, keep her in your prayers. Support her. You know, send her some cash apps. You know, we can do that. Subscribe to her Patreon account. It's only $10 a month. You know, but I know, I can't remember the percentage, but I know that Patreon keeps a certain percentage. So, you know, y'all, I welcome your comments. I want y'all to understand, by no means me doing the interview was considered bullying. I don't want you to take it that way. Like I said, it was a way for someone else to tell their side of the story. And I'm not a cruel person at all. And I just thank y'all for watching and supporting, and you know, and make sure that, you know, if you guys do know how to reach Adrienne, you know, reach out to her. Sometimes people need to hear words of encouragement. If I knew how to get in touch with her, I would, you know. And but if you do, just reach out to her. And like I'm always telling y'all, tell somebody that you love them, because tomorrow's not promised. And until next time, my good people.